What's going on, Mutha Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Trucker News. Email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the Super Bowl right now. Hopefully I don't get hate for this, but go Niners. And there were a lot of emails, so we got to keep to the show, right? I got family downstairs, but when you get 50 emails about something, you got to talk about it. And so we want to bring up this topic right here about how when you're a trainee and a trainer, if one of you do not get along, you 1000% have to call your safety manager, dispatcher, or something. I know it might not be that easy, but you got to get off of that truck. On Mutha Trucker News, I've been trying to do a better job and bringing back some positive light as far as interviews. And so every day I'm going to do my best and go around to hunt down a interview a day and post it up for you guys. And the last 2 days, we've had some epic interviews. So if you haven't seen this interview here or this one right here, you can click the links down below, or it'll be at the end of this video. And it's just getting the facts from the truck drivers, and I'm letting the driver talk and giving them the platform to do so, right? And so hopefully you guys enjoy that content. But let's talk about this situation here. Truck driver in critical condition after being shot by his trainee at a truck stop in Cleveland. So the way the story goes, a truck driver shot the man who was training him at a truck stop in Cleveland Friday night at approximately 11:30 p.m. Reported at a truck stop at 281 Pleasant Grove Road. They say that it was an argument between the two. The Jamal Mahuz, at 35 years old, and the trainee was Jontrell Riley, 23. Both were out-of-state residents at the time. And basically the situation in hand is that the 23-year-old trainee was convinced that the 35-year-old trainer stole his phone. And because of that, there was an outbreak. And then after that, Riley, 23, the trainee, shot the trainer in the chest. And so, the trainer got out of his truck and then fell down inside the truck stop. He is in very critical condition, and they've caught Riley, the trainee. And so it's just two lives here that will be changed forever over some BS. And the biggest thing about all this, and we know it really wasn't over just a phone, right? I remember going with my uncle for a year, and I love this man to death. And I'm here to tell you that it is very difficult being in a space with someone sometimes. You don't get along. One person ideology is this way, the others is another way. And because of it, you're just fighting constantly, right? How many people had to train with someone or work in a setting like this now? Very, very difficult. Some people had really great experiences, and I'm really jealous of it. But a lot of us, and when you're getting trained, it's just so hard to get along with someone in such a small, confined space. So, Mutha Truckers, the biggest advice that I can give is, honestly, if you're a trainer or a trainee, if something happens, hey, walk off the truck, let your safety manager know. It's just not worth it. We hear horror stories like this once in a while, and it just sucks. But Mutha Truckers, comment down below. What are your advice for getting along when driving a truck with another person? But overall, man, it's just crappy to hear situations like this, right?
One ever appreciated you for what you do?
Well, I have a family that appreciates me, so that's, you get what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
You have to know what you're looking for, what you're looking for, right?
Ooh.
You can't look for whatever you want any and everywhere. You're not gonna find it. But I look for my appreciation when I make it home. I'm just saying, if you're gonna come into this field,
yes, sir,
and food service,
yes, sir,
there's work involved, and guys need to understand that before getting into it.
Well, no, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, sir.
I have about 7 years of doubles experience, and over 20 with just driving along.
So, not to keep you here too long, but
don't worry, I won't let you.
The money they say over the road is hard, And a lot of people are saying find a company or maybe a local company, you know, just like potentially one like yourself. Is there still money to be made in the local game?
I'm going to say what I said to you when I met you. If I give you $1 and you spend 75, 85, 90 cents of that dollar, and you see what I'm saying? So you have to be smart about whatever you're getting, because there's only going to be a few Musk, only going to be a few Bezos. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So you got to be smart with whatever you're getting. And then if you can, you know, do other things on the side or whatever it takes in order, depending on what you got to be smart about the money that you're getting.
We're talking about the new guy.
If you're a new guy and you step out blindly and you haven't done your homework, you'll be out of the trucking business in a year.
Really?
You'll never make it. Well, I don't wish no bad luck on anyone.
That's right.
Anyone that wants to step out there and try it, do your homework. Good luck. A lease operator is a lot different than an owner operator. An owner operator bought his truck, pays his insurance, buys his tags, does his IFTA, buys the fuel, finds the loads, does the loads, chases the money. A lease operator drives a truck for a company who calls him an owner operator and does all that for him. So there's a big difference between, the old way things were happening and the way they do now.
Now, do you see the market getting better?
No, we're done.
Really?
Yep. In my 39 years, I've used a broker 4 or 5 years out of that time. I've never worked for another company. I've always had my own authority. And my experience with brokers is, for example, I call you and say, I have a load going from Homestead to Hunts Point Market, New York.
Right.
It pays you $5,000. The first thing you're going to do is take 40% off the top of it, which is now what? 40% from 5 is...
Just say you're taking over $2,100.
Yeah,
right?
Let's say $2,000 for easy figuring.
Yep.
You sell the load to me for $3,000.
Right.
It costs me $1,200 in fuel. Now I want you to give me a comm check, and you charge me, instead of 10% broker rate, you charge me 13%. Then I get the comm check and I go to the truck stop and they charge me 5% to cash it. Then when I do the load and I turn my paperwork in and I can't wait your 60 days, I want to be paid in 5, you charge me 5% for quick pay. So that $2,000, or pardon me, $3,000 that you started with, at the end turns into $1,200 you made.